What's up, what's up, everybody? No, I won't be selling any plants today. No plants or no fish. Sorry. Basically, just aquascaping setups. Um, we may do some driftwood auctions, but I'll be doing a couple aquascapes here. I'll probably do a couple aquascapes showing off some of the driftwood that I have. And then if it makes sense and people want to, I can auction some of the driftwood off. This is a 10-gallon tank. What's up, Jackson? So I will let's see, we got 16 people in here. I can get started. First one I got up is a mountain theme aquascape. So we'll try that. Audio good. For the driftwood that I'll do in the that would work for like a 10 to 20 gallon. I think my starting price is 15. I'll show you a couple pieces real quick before I start this mountainscape. So there's one. It's kind of got this pretty cool side on it. This would probably do really good in like a 20 gallon. This is a 10 gallon here I'm showing it in. Sorry, Ted Up. You an actual aquascaper? No, I'm not. Definitely not an aquascaper. Although I don't know the credentials to be called an aquascaper. I make aquariums that I think look cool. If that makes me an aquascaper, I'm not sure. I'm still getting set up here, guys. I'll get some stuff listed here in just a second. Let's see here. We do another piece up for you guys to look at. This one's a little bit smaller. This would do good in less than a 10-gallon tank too. That would probably do really good in like a little 3-gallon or 5-gallon beta tank. Sorry. Yeah, I love that one. The one on the left. Yeah, that one's pretty cool. What size tank does everybody have, or what size tank are you guys looking for driftwood and rocks for? $125. Yeah, I know you got a bunch, Jackson. They were selling you out of shrimp and guppies. It looked like the other day, Jackson. I was on there. Was that yesterday? 2 5 gals, 175. That's like what I have. I got a main one, 75 tank, 75-gallon cichlid tank, and then I got a few of these nano tanks. Surprisingly, I don't have a 10-gallon setup of water in it, but I got a couple 5 gallons. I am going to set this up on stream at some point though, because I think that'd be really fun. I'll have like fish set aside that I went and got that day, and aquascape it on stream and see what happens, and then put the fish in it. I think that'd be really cool. I'm fumbling around with the Whatnot interface here, trying to get this product added. Bear with me. Plants only tank, nice. Yeah, I guess those seem to do pretty good on here. After watching your stream, I might have to breed some shrimp. All right, I'm thinking I'm going to do an aquascape with like a mountain aquascape with Ceru stone. Does anybody want to auction one of these pieces of wood off starting at $15? If anybody does, I'll go ahead and list it. Otherwise, I'll just go ahead and start an aquascape. I tend to like hanging out and just doing aquascapes, or I can do an aquascape with one of these pieces if somebody prefers. I'm not able to see the chat on my laptop. I can only see it on the phone, which is actually quite annoying. We're losing steam here. Okay. See if I can run this. All right, first auction ever on this page going live. Oh, you want the other one? I'll run that next. I don't know if we have enough people in here to even run an auction. I don't know how this works. If I run that other one at $15, I'm definitely losing money, but that's okay. It'd be cool to go to see it on stream. So this one here, it's maybe, I don't have a ruler here, but you can see in a 10-gallon tank. It's got a lot of cool different sides on it. It's actually pretty unique. I believe it's Malaysian driftwood. This is, I didn't mention, this is pre-treated. So I've already soaked this and boiled it. So there should be minimal tannins. Obviously, you need to get it to sink. It's pretty heavy. It may sink on its own already. But yeah, it is pre-treated. Okay, so that didn't go, right? I cannot see the chat. Yo, I see Dark Scrubs in the house. All right, let's just do an aquascape if you want to hang out, because I am fumbling too much with the UI here. That's not the right one. All right, so we got a weather's nice actually. Beautiful day. How about you? Yep, just watching some aquascaping. All right, I got one that I actually did put together before this, so it's not going to be winging it quite as much as last time. Check this out. We got some custom packaging in. Look at that. Ready to go, packaged up. We're going to do an unboxing and then we're going to build it. I'm struggling to see the chat. I'm trying another browser here so I cannot. Now I can see you guys. Okay, perfect. Perfect. That's what I needed. All right. If I miss your comment, I apologize. Something is going on. I can see it on my phone, but I can't look at my phone and do this at the same time. So on my laptop, it's not showing for whatever reason. All right, let's open this up. Is this kind of how I'd ship this? So this setup's mostly going to be rocks. Get out a little bit of little wood there just for detail. This stream's a disaster. This is actually for a 5-gallon tank. So let me repin the right thing here because shipping will be cheaper and the product will be cheaper too on a for a smaller one. Let me lower the price. All right, I think we're back. What's up, friendly? Thanks for hopping on. Yeah, I think Oscar would do pretty good here. All right. I listed it for $68. I meant to do 69. Okay. All right, let's get going here. Sorry for that. For those who are hanging out still, appreciate it. So this is going to be a mountain setup. I call it Canyon Ridge. And what I'm working on is this is just a side little thing that I want to do, but I want to be able to sell like kits that people can buy and just have a tank set up. So, you know, these pro aquascapers know what they're doing, but like somebody going to PetSmart and buying a like PetSmart tank or whatever, they're gonna end up with like a SpongeBob thing and a pirate ship. But then the other side of the coin are the nerds, right? Probably some of you that know what they're doing, know where to get all this stuff, know how to do it. There should be something in the middle. Like I should be able to have a tank that looks good that's not a pirate ship. So trying to make these kits, and basically I'll give you this is the idea here. So you can remake this and I'll include some instructions. So I built this one already. This is in a 10-gallon tank, so it's going to not look quite as good. It's for a 3-gallon tank, and that's what this is shown here. So I'll go ahead and build that for you guys, but just know it's the scale is more for a 3-gallon tank. But yeah, what I'm trying to do is, I have a Instagram, kind of taking pre-launch order or pre-launch waitlist right now. I give people a 10% discount on one of the kits on my Instagram, but it'd be good for like somebody that has a friend that has a kid that wants a tank, right? And they don't know where to start. So that's kind of the idea. So I got these cool pieces of mountain rock. This one I really quite like. It can be positioned a ton of different ways. I think I like it. Let's see, what's the best way to do this? Try something like that. I can already tell I should have pulled out the 3-gallon tank because it just doesn't. The scale doesn't look as good as the 3-gallon tank. It's not far. Maybe I should switch it out. But you guys have waited long enough. All right. This is gonna be basically a big island in the middle. I'm gonna get a bunch of sand in the middle. That's a little better. Yeah, I definitely should do that. Put a rock in the sand to make the sand taller. it's kind of falling apart because like I said, I built this in a 3 gallon, and I had this tank leaning against the glass, or this rock, some of these rocks leaning against the glass, just a tiny bit for balance. Yeah, I got this. The problem is this one. Um, Actually, I might have another one over there. This one's got all the detail rock that I included in these, so you can kind of see there's like detail stones for scatter gravel and some smaller pieces. But I do laying around with just gravel in them to build height, and I include one of these for that reason. You know, especially like somebody's buying one of these kits that has a starter tank, they might take some of their rainbow gravel and fill these up, put them under their substrate to get height when they get sand or whatever. I saw in the poll most people were saying beta. 6 people want to put an Oscar in here. Could you imagine the joke we could pull on people if we went live on a stream and put an Oscar in a 10-gallon tank? The comments we would get. That's the kind of humor I have. Oh, I'd get serious hate. I get hate enough because I think a beta is fine in a 3-gallon tank, but I know that's a controversial topic. Looks like we got some people. Got beta boys. We got Mrs. Beta boys. What do you guys think about a beta in a 3-gallon tank? No go. Sorry about that glare off the back. That's annoying. Yeah, 5's a safe bet. On my Instagram, I've had people say 10, but I don't know. Moss growing on the rocks, nice wooden arch over the rocks, small plants on the wood. Yes, that would be ideal. All right. Like I said, I'm going off of this picture that I built for this kit. So if anybody buys this, they can build it themselves. But this is for a 3-gallon tank. So if you buy this, it's going to come with basically all the aquascaping materials. No tank, no sand. I'd give you the sand, but it costs you more to ship it than it would just to go buy yourself. So there's that. It looks different here. I should have switched out to a 3-gallon tank. I forgot this one. I built this one in a 3-gallon. But we're rolling with it. This goes over here. It actually kind of does. It's got the same light on it. Camera tricks. Well, you can see this one has like a transparent black background, and this one's got a taped on one. I'm trying to make it look kind of like roots crawling out of this. Pieces like this, I'd never know what to do with. There's just so many different ways they can go. A lot of them kind of can't go wrong. After this, we'll do a bigger piece of driftwood that we can auction off. I'll just sit here and build an aquascape with it and see if people want it or which one they want. This little twig's kind of the whole thing of this particular tank. When you move something 1 micromillimeter and then it breaks everything. All right. This one just is not coming together in a 10-gallon. Somebody asked at the beginning if I was an aquascaper. I said no. At least not under pressure. Which one? Air, turn it over on the other end. The middle, there's rocks on the side. Which one? Turn which one over? Sorry. The big wood? Okay. I assume you mean this one. Other one, okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. And then this was supposed to look like it's coming off of that. If you got these stupid tweezers, does that mean you're an aquascaper? That rock is just completely fallen over. I do too. In these tight spots is why I'm using it so I don't knock as much over, but I'm still struggling. Yeah, like this coming out of here. Yeah, I don't know. Just it looks so tiny in this tank. This is what we were trying to make. Like this piece of rock takes up most of the tank, and the 3-gallon over here just looks tiny. I'm probably gonna pack this one up and try a different one. I could add in the rest of this detail, but I'm just not feeling it. Yeah, this one I think could do. I don't know, what kind of plants do you guys think? I feel like some hair grass kind of dotted around would be cool. There's a lot you can do once you add this detail stuff too. It makes a world of difference because you can kind of make little trails in the sand and stuff. But I'm probably gonna put this one away because I think some bigger driftwood that fits this tank a little bit better. Definitely needs plants in the corner. Yeah, very underwhelming in a 10-gallon tank. So lesson learned. Thank you guys for watching, though, anyway. We'll get another aquascape going here in a second. And if people want, we can try and auction off a piece of driftwood. I'm just a dude playing with rocks and sticks in his basement, so I don't have any kind of like hookup or anything like that. I just buy a bunch of driftwood. I get good deals on it just by shopping, and then I kind of curate the ones that I don't like, so that basically customers would only get stuff that looks cool and goes together with the rest of the skate. Do you think something red in this tank we just set up? All right, I don't know if Jackson's still here. I have this one piece he was wanting. All right, let's switch this listing out. We'll do we'll try a jungle tank. I don't have anything put together for this one, so we're just gonna have to wing it together. Let me get a couple pieces. Yeah, burning driftwood, that hurts though. All right, we're gonna do something with these three pieces, I think. So we'll make something with these three pieces. Let me grab a couple a few rocks to go with it. This one I am gonna throw in some artificial plants. Obviously, feel free to use your own. I just kind of throw them in so you can kind of see what a aquascape looks like, or if somebody's here has never used live plants before, they can just have it set up right away. I keep a lot of cichlid tanks, so I actually do keep a lot of artificial plants. I use these ones that I throw in here. Like this one's kind of like jungle Java fern, kind of jungly looking. Got a few more. We'll see what happens, but I know people don't like artificial plants, but they have their purpose, especially for beginners. All right, let me get something new listed. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to list this aquascape we're setting up here as buy it now, and I'll pin it. So this one I have at 79, and it'll basically be, again, everything included in the aquascape, no tank, no sand. So whatever we set up here together. Small flat under the tall end to make it look like a stump. Ooh, that could be cool. I'm always tempted to go the easy route of kind of making like a cave situation, maybe like using a rock to prop it up and getting these caves, but I kind of like your stump suggestion. I'm just looking for some kind of dark rocks. Jungle setups, I like the darker rocks typically. All right, we'll start with that. So I'm trying to see what you mean about the stump. Saying like something like that? Okay. Air's leading the way here. Stump in the middle. And the flat piece on the end you're holding. Okay. When you say flat piece, you mean this one or this one? I lost your first comment. All right. Sit that small flat under the tall end of the other one to make it look like a stump. Use the other end to make it look like it ties off it. Okay, I see. I see. I see. I see. I may use some rocks to get some height on this too. Yeah, I feel like we need a little height. We're a little close to the front glass, but I'm not filling this up with water right now, so I'm just gonna roll with it. Yeah, I think I see what you're picturing now. I personally love to when there's like these little. I mean, it's just like a cave, right? But I just think it's fun to watch fish like naturally behave with these kind of caves. Um, any tank you set up, there's going to be hiding spots, but like having these caves like this, you just get to see the fish kind of act more natural. I'm a big fisherman. This is the kind of stuff that fish live in, especially if you get predator fish, which I mean, there are predators in tin. They could go to 10 gallon, right? A bait as a predator, a pea puffer is a predator, but that's how a lot of predators hunt. I'm mostly a bass fisherman, but kind of want to do something. You go full natural, like make this extend out from the main stump. Maybe moving around something like that, or we could go kind of match this like angle that this thing has going here. Like a little rock. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's looks kind of designer. Hopefully people are enjoying this. I know this kind of style of stream, you know, whatnot, I'm finding is more for kind of garage selling products, and I'm kind of trying to sell like a packaged product, but it's fun hanging out and just talking fish, talking aquascaping. So hopefully people are enjoying, even if nobody ends up buying this. This is I'm having fun, and if there's 8 other people in here right now hanging out, kind of cool. Debbie Bass, thanks for following. Is that bass as in you keep bass? Or you fish for bass? Or is that just your name? Well, what I wonder, Air, is like, do I just do a big island and have like everything taper out like a triangle in the middle? Yeah, watch other people set up tanks gives you ideas. 100%. I watch a lot of like MD fish tanks on YouTube, even though I don't create anything as nice as he creates, but it just gives you ideas. I don't know if that's a permanent home. It might be too much. We're gonna play with that for a minute. See, that's where you had a real Java fern. Shove that right in there. Okay. So we have these two. I really like. I think they're kind of jungly. I'm going for this jungle look. I'm just debating on if We go more in the middle or we put them on the sides? Kind of thinking we we make this side and it kind of tapers down. We also have more rocks to kind of to play with to make things look a little more natural too, but we'll get there. Yeah, if you guys are tuning in and just like this kind of stuff, I have an Instagram, YouTube channel, same username, My Tank Tales. Feel free to give me a follow over there. I'm posting content daily of different tank setups. So just this is only my second or third stream on Whatnot here, so just seeing what it's like, hanging out. All right, this might. Okay, let's see here. I'm clearly going to block the front of that. The rock. Two. That needs something else. Small shrub right front. Totally. What do you think about color? I kind of think no color in this tank, but where we got just these kind of basic little shrubs, or maybe better yet, grass. Yeah, I think grass is the way to go. I might run out of it. I'm just going to go. No, I don't think we need the rocks. Funny hack if anybody uses fake plants. You get kinds like this, they're just on these little bases, and you can just pull them off the little bases, and then you can just shove these in different places. So that's what I'm doing here, is just putting this one back together so I can bury it in the sand. But I like these kind of fake plants just because they're a little bit more versatile. That's what I did with that Java fern looking guy. I just took the base off of it and shoved it into the driftwood. I'd like to have about 5 of these grasses over here. I have more. I just would have to go find them. That rock looks lonely. Yep, dark rock. I got this bigger one. That might be better. I don't know. This is where I can overdo it. I can add a bunch of these little detail rocks, but I kind of think it's better just clean on this tank. And this back left's got to be fixed. It's so hard to tell sometimes without water in here how this is gonna float. Yeah, I'm starting to like it a little bit too. Thanks. Yeah, the little bit of sand on the rock. My problem is when I do water changes, no matter how careful you are, that ends up fluttering off. Anybody interested in buying this? I can. I think I'm gonna probably stop here before I mess it up too much more. I like kind of more clean look on this one, but I will throw in a bunch more little details here. I'll give you some more detail rocks. And some more shrubs. I'll throw in that color shrub I was talking about. Just depending on your taste, could look cool in there. Then these are all kind of jungly looking, in my opinion. I'm gonna throw that in. Sponge, yeah. I usually use like a those mesh bags that hold like filter media. It definitely helps. I'm not super dainty with it though. When I'm doing a water change, it's all business. Trying to get it done. All right, what do people think of this tank? Anybody anybody have any thoughts? Anything you would have done differently? Thanks, Air, for all the help. I think your creation. Hopefully, I did it justice, coming to life a little bit. Thanks, Caitlin. Appreciate it. I think my favorite thing about these like natural pieces, like this tank came together pretty easily because you just get one giant piece that looks good in any direction, right? I can pull this out, flip this piece of driftwood over, and make a completely different tank that still looks good. Not because of talent, but because these natural pieces are just cool. I mean, that's why I gravitate to them. Even in tanks that don't have plants, I just gravitate towards these natural materials. Also, look at this. This is I don't think I'm gonna sell this. I think it's for me, but I found this at my local pet store. I mean, that's like a little shack. Look at the thing. How cool is that? It's got like already has like a cutout. I don't know if they did that or if that just like naturally, but it's got like this cutout a fish could hide in. And I mean, no matter what way you put it, it's cool. Yeah, it's freaking cool. I mean, I'd sell it, but I don't think. I think I'd lose money. So you guys are awesome, but I can't be losing money. Breaking even's fine, just because it's fun. Let's check the poll. Let's see. What do people like putting in here? Did anybody want to put anything in 10 gallons that wasn't listed? So it looks like 31 people voted beta. Wow. Followed by Guppy's Mollies at 25%, Neon Tetras at 19%, 7 Oscars. Wow. Some people love chaos. 8 people tell me in chat. Yeah, shrimp for sure. What about like any kind of like nano community? I tend to not like tanks. I tend to prefer tanks that have different. Somebody buy it? No way, dude. Okay, bear with me. Whoever just bought this, this is cool. That is my first ever purchase. Thank you. I'm working on navigating the platform still, so I'll find your name if it shows it. I'm not sure, but congratulations, whoever bought it. So cool. Thanks, Dark Scrubs. I don't know if that's for me or for the person who bought it, but either way, I'll take it. Thanks, Omi. Looks like I'm going to the post office tomorrow. I'm not sure if it says who bought it. Maybe you guys can see it. Maybe they want to be anonymous. I'm not still working on how this works, but this is cool. Okay. I'm at 16%. I'm going 16% battery life. Sorry. I'm going to pull this one for the lucky person who just bought it. And then we'll try and do a quick aquascape. I'll probably ask less from you guys just because my battery's going to die. I'll do a quick aquascape just for those hanging out that want to see it. But yeah, this is cool. Okay. So let me pull this one off. How are we doing, chat? That's going to make work a little more fun tomorrow, knowing that somebody actually is interested in the same stuff that I am. I actually wanted to buy it. I won't be quitting my job from one sale and whatnot, but pretty fun either way. All right, what do we want to see? Do we want to see another jungle setup? Look at that. Dude, I would sell sand, but it would cost you more for shipping than it probably is worth, right? That's the problem. Like sand, at least where I live, is like, I don't know, $1 a pound at the pet store, but it would cost more than that to ship it. So even if I gave it away, yeah, it sucks. Because I would love to just include it. That way somebody can buy it and have everything they need to fully decorate, but it just doesn't make sense to ship it. This piece makes for the easiest aquascape of all time. This one might go in my own tank, actually. Thinking this kind of reminds me of like, I don't know, like volcanic, like volcanic. I don't know. It kind of looks burnt, doesn't it? I'm gonna find some. I think try black lava rock. How's that? Look at this stuff. It's lava rock. How's it on the right? It might be flipped actually for what you see to me, but I can't tell. Yeah, I do. You meant sand. All right. Battery's dwindling quickly, so I'll check your guys' comments here in just a second. Let's try and get one built. Oh, I should have the dragon instead with this one. It's like Game of Thrones looking vibes. Dark Scrubs, do you have a Paludarium? I need one of those. I don't know anything about them, but it's on the bucket list. We're under 10% battery. Where would I even start on a Paludarium? Is there a YouTube channel I should watch? Oh, I don't even have a product listing, do I? All right, so I'm thinking since we talked about, or I talked about it being kind of volcanic, I'll try and find some red stuff. Not that volcanic means red plants, but I don't know. All right, I think that's all it's going to be for tonight with this battery life quickly dwindling. Thanks, Dark Scrubs. Thanks, Air. Thanks, everybody who's been hanging out and commenting. It's been a really good time. Thank you for the purchase. And yeah, if anybody wants to still hanging around, wants to follow, I'll stream again. I don't have a stream listed date-wise, but sometime this week in the evening or potentially tomorrow afternoon, I will stream again. But y'all have a good night. Don't work too hard at work tomorrow. See ya.